You know how I know we don't live in a simulation? Life would be a lot more fun if we did. We'd be able to do way more cool shit. I think life would be, a lot more customizable. And shit, there would always be a map you could set waypoints on so, you'd never get lost. I'm in the cringiest, most introspective state I've ever been in. I feel like I'm at this transitionary period in my life where I'm either about to do the right thing or fuck everything up. The only way I can process it all is by making dialogue-heavy, no-budget short films. Therapy? Ha! No thanks. I'm going to talk to someone better and way more qualified. A dude I've been friends with since first grade. Hey, man. You want to toss the old pigskin around?
Not really.
I'm going to shoot the president.
I am John F. Kennedy.
Possible.
You've got something in your hair.
Whoa!
You've got something in your hair. Oh, it's still there. It's just right on.
I have the same salt and pepper shakers at home. Except I dropped mine in the corner. So this corner is dented in. Get some salt in there.
How the hell did that happen?
I don't even. You put.
How does salt like get like that?
Yeah, you got humidity in here?
Maybe.
That's a rock.
I mean,
put some rice in that bad boy.
What would that do?
The rice draws the moisture out of the salt, so your salt doesn't turn into bricks.
How about this? That's a solid thing of salt right there. Everything.
I thought I saw something moving in the window. I was like, whoa.
That's like the scariest fucking concept to me.
Yeah.
Like even in broad day, especially in broad daylight.
So I work midnight shifts, and it's only so in the entire building. It's usually just me and my partner, and like the building is haunted. Like there is a ghost in that, and I'll be sitting like on my phone, like texting someone or like scrolling through TikTok. And I'll turn around and look in the back, and I see like shadows moving, and they're like, "Oh, that's just Tobias. Don't worry about it." I'm like, "I'm gonna worry about it."
Just because you named it Tobias doesn't mean it's not scary.
Candles floating and the knives scratching, blood on the.
Somebody gets like murdered.
I know
that's Tobias.
Don't worry about it.
That's just Tobias, man.
But like, I'll go to like the bathroom, and like the way it's set up is like our room is here. I gotta walk to the other side of the building, go to the bathroom, and like. 3 a.m, and all the lights are off. I'll be sitting down,
I couldn't.
fucking cradling my knees in fear because there's air vents above me, and I start getting those intrusive thoughts where I'm like, it would fucking suck if like a necromorph from Dead Space popped out, and I'm like, and then I can't.
That would suck.
And then I can't fucking poop because I'm like, this is awful.
I remember being at I don't know if you were there that night, but at Zach's old house. That I was, dude. Like
that was a scary.
Dude, that house was scary because like
yeah,
there were so many windows that were just like,
and it was so pitch black outside.
Dude. And I remember I had to take a shit at one point, and I knew somebody was gonna scare me too. Like I think it was Greg was there.
I was there because I remember
you were there for that.
Yeah, because Zach ran at you after the.
Well, that was Greg.
Yeah,
Greg on all fours goes. Yeah. After I came out of the bathroom, I was so I knew it was gonna happen too, but I was still. Do you remember when we mixed that?
It was
that disgusting drink.
Grapes, salt, Dorito chips, hot sauce, milk, water, Pepsi.
That was in his shoe?
No, that was when we drank, and we were like, was it?
Oh yeah.
There's a bunch of salt in Zach's.
Oh, it
was like,
disgusting.
What are you guys doing? We're like, we're making a gross drink. He's like, why?
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
It was like. God, yeah, it was. I have that video. I got it back.
Look at this shit.
Oh my god. Are you recording?
Yeah.
You just did it. That's a hard ass right there.
What happened?
And he's liking it too.
I thought we were gonna throw
I got the entire thing of salt at once.
Wait, what did you just?
Don't care.
This machine creates potato conditions.
Come on.
You got this, Devon. You said you wanted someone to drink it before the night's over.
This isn't the same thing.
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
I didn't mean me. I have a really good memory. You had to have been there for this one too. That was the same night, I think, where we all like climbed out of that window
onto Zach's roof.
Yeah.
Dude, it was like the whole group was there.
It's a shame that fucking house burnt
Dude,
down.
yeah, absolutely. I just remember us all standing on top of that roof
Yeah.
with like fucking, I don't know, we were still in
I think I was,
middle
like-
school, high school, so
yeah.
like we had just like Mountain Dews up there,
Yeah.
and we were just like, and it's such a weirdly visceral memory for me. It's like we're all on that roof, and it's like it was sunset, and it was just like it's one of my like we didn't do anything. It was just
Yeah, it
it's
was-
just one of my favorite memories. Like it's so I can still picture it.
Man, we gotta go camping again.
Yeah, it's been too long.
Yeah.
I one of these times I will last the whole night.
Well, my whole thing, and me and Danny and John talk about it a lot, is that we like camping, but we go to do it seriously, and I don't think
Yeah.
anybody takes it seriously.
I-
So the people that don't stay just like fuck around, and it's like, all right, well, we're going now.
For me, I would definitely stay. It's just for me, it's always just a matter of like there's nowhere to sleep. Like,
that's why I'm so happy I got the car, because I
Yeah.
can fit myself and another person in there comfortably.
That's really what it's about for me. Is like
So-
I like to get a good night's sleep. So if there's a
Yeah,
place I can
yeah.
sleep comfortably, that's not like
Well, I
fucking
stayed the
freezing
night.
cold.
I stayed the night once, and I slept out in the tent. And I remember 3 a.m. I woke up to like coyotes like 3 feet
Yeah.
away screaming at me.
That's
And
terrifying.
And I was like, John, wake up! He's like, don't worry about it. So I left him there. I left him there, and I unlocked the trunk of my car, and I slept in that.
Would you feel bad if like if you like left and then you came back and John had been like
Horribly mauled.
no, not even that. He
Oh.
had just been like taken in by the coyotes, and he was a coyote himself.
Like he
Like he just was acting like a coyote. Like he was like, these are my family now.
Oh, he didn't like transform into a coyote.
Well, I guess it's possible.
Like, physically?
That would involve probably some magic.
I guess the most visceral for me are the football games, like the old stadium,
Oh yeah.
and like how big of a deal I thought like talking to people we had crushes on was gonna
absolutely.
like how impactful that was like the make or break.
That was the only
I'm
reason
not
you
gonna
go to a football
I'm not
game,
gonna get my fucking 401k when I retire because my boss, I see you pussied out at a football game. You get no
That's true.
pension. You get nothing. You lose. My boss turns into Gene Wilder. You lose. Good day,
sir.
I think of like shit that I thought was a big deal turned out to not be,
Right.
and then stuff that I didn't think was gonna be a big deal that I'm like, I regret doing that. Like I don't know. I didn't go to prom.
Oh, you didn't? It wasn't that fun.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I honestly,
I think I would have gone just to hang out with you guys, but like.
yeah, and I say I had a girlfriend at the time, so like, I couldn't really do
Yeah.
anything fun. Like I'd been in Mr. Hornet.
Yeah.
So all the guys, dude, I never fucking learned those dances. I never went to dance practice. I looked like a fucking idiot on
I
stage.
don't dance.
But I
don't
hate
dance.
dancing. I hate it. I honestly, I didn't even want to do Mr. Hornet. Somebody put my name into the
I was
running for
thinking
Mr.
of
Hornet.
I was thinking of the Highland Buzz. I'm like, what do you got to do dances
Oh.
for the Highland
No,
Buzz?
yeah. The Highland Buzz was fun.
Yeah,
But
I remember that.
I did some. I feel like I'm proud of like a lot of, honestly, like that Highland Buzz stuff was like a really good outlet for me to like try some. I feel like I always would have stuck with this film stuff like no matter what, but
Well, yeah, you dip your toes into.
yeah, it was cool to like, and I met people through that like helped me learn some stuff just like by doing it. Yeah, Mr. Hornet. I remember at prom a bunch of the like Mr. Hornet dudes were like, let's do some of the dances, and I was like, they're like Devon. I was like, I don't even, dude. I was like, I didn't even know these on the night of Mr. Hornet,
yeah.
and now it's been like 3 weeks since Mr. Hornet. I don't know these.
Middle school activity nights before
Oh yeah, dude.
before any of us had like computers. I remember I had a flash drive
Yeah.
of a cracked version of Minecraft that I would distribute throughout everyone's computer. We just play Minecraft.
I remember we left the activity, like the dance room and activity night, went to the computer lab and played
Yeah.
Minecraft for like an hour and
and
a
the
half.
teachers were like, "Why are you in here?" We're like, "We're playing video games.
Minecraft?
We're playing Minecraft."
Dude, that server that Paul made though, that was like, it could have been friendship ending. We used to piss each other off so much.
I was on there for a little bit. I
We
remember
destroyed each other's shit all the time.
that.
I'd
'Cause
log
I
off.
remember Paul would. Yeah, because you had your little place, and they renamed it to like Devon's Sex
Devin's
Dungeon,
Sex Palace.
Sex Palace. You got pissed. You're like, what the fuck?
Like, what the fuck, guys?
But I remember Paul would be like, "This is my shit. Do not touch my shit."
yeah.
And then he'd log off,
We touched
and we'd fucking touch his shit.
We destroyed his entire treehouse home, but then discovered underneath it an entire, like, laboratory, dude. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Man.
It was like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. There was like a huge twist in the Minecraft server. So I was like, do you remember Axe Quest?
I do. Dude, I do. I'm trying to unpublish that page from Facebook, and it won't fucking let
still
me.
A Facebook?
It won't let me get rid of it. They're like,
my
you can't.
God.
It's stuck there now.
Yeah, I still have a Facebook page for, like, idiots. Blammo Films.
Brothers. Man, that was a good idea.
Dude, I wish that if I had come up with that idea, like, down the road, I think it would have, but I had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
And, like, but I love my dad, his house got, like, this was a while ago, but his house got broken into, and they stole, like, his, the laptop that was there. And they stole, like, the laptop, and it had a ton of my, like, footage on it from stuff, so I don't have any of those, like, the raw footage from when you, me, and Greg were doing that Brothers episode. I don't know where it is.
I think the only
Brothersfeld
remaining
is only surviving.
I would say the only surviving media is Brothersfeld.
Brothersfeld, yeah. Which is, I'm glad that's the only thing in a way that survived. But I don't remember, like, we didn't get anything done, like, as usual.
The only thing that I remember we got done was me and Greg and you the one day, and we got like 15 minutes of footage.
Yeah.
Talking about, like, how me and Greg were, like... And we're obviously, like, 15-year-old kids.
Oh, yeah.
And me and Greg are, like, the fucking mastermind of our own little base. And
you were Dr. Lee Harper.
I remember that, yeah.
You were a huge character.
I watched that Lee Harper... That's actually surprisingly... being, like, 16 at the time...
Yeah,
that's pretty surprisingly good quality.
I love
the story.
I love world building. I think you do too. Like
I love it.
I love world building. So like when I listen to that Lee Harper thing on YouTube, I think of, like, if I was just some random person and I came across if I came across that channel, I would be like, this is fucking cool.
Because it's like, so, like, I like the ARGs.
Yeah,
it's like,
me too. That's
like one movie, I think.
Cloverfield.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Blair Witch. I mean, all those, like, found footage.
Yeah,
ones.
but like, I listened to it and, like, I remember I had to pitch down my voice.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound
and it
bad.
sounds natural. Like,
yeah.
I watched it. I'm like, fuck.
I'm really, like, inspired by that kind of thing. So, like, I love, like, in any of the stuff I make, if there's a way that I can, I love, like, connected universes, like, which is why I've, like, connected all the movies I've done so far. Because as a viewer, I love that kind of shit. Like, because I love to be able to go down, like, a lore rabbit hole for, like, an hour and a half.
I like when it's loosely connected.
That's true.
I don't like movie 1, movie 2, movie 3. I like movie 1. Here's a completely like Cloverfield Paradox.
Oh yeah,
10 Cloverfield Lane and the original Cloverfield. They're all 3 separate movies, separate universes, but they have
a connection,
an
underlying connection.
I remember in high school, I took a lot of, like, creative writing classes because I wanted to write my own books. I just love. And the problem with me is I get all these ideas and I'm like, I want to go here with this, but I can't. I want to go here too, and it's like I can't do all of this in one medium. Like I'm at work, and I think like you texted me a couple days ago about this, and I was like, fuck, like I got all these good ideas I want to run by about like ideas and shit, but it's like Oh, and then a skeleton popped out, but like
that's scary though. That would scare me.
Whoa!
What the hell?
I don't want to scare
you. Is that a skeleton?
Kind of in, like, the cosmic horror vein, I wanted to touch on this.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody put it best, because movies are so... They never get it right.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, spooky tentacle monster. Now I've got a mental illness.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But somebody put it best as, like, the cosmic horror of not understanding isn't an ant seeing a circuit board. It's an ant seeing a circuit board like a human does. For a brief second and understanding what it does, and then going back to being an ant.
Yeah, that is...
Where you get this knowledge that's so far beyond your scope that you can't grasp it. And for a second, they give you that ability to know, you know exactly what this does. And now you need to go back.
See ya.
And you need to come back and find it and learn more. And I think that's a really great, like...
Yeah, that is really interesting.
So hard to nail down, though.
Oh yeah, it's hard to convey.
Like the lighthouse is a great example because that lighthouse.
Enchantment in the light.
Yeah, it becomes for that split second where Robert Pattinson gets that, like, I gotta get to this fucking light.
Yeah.
I have to get back to this light.
Dude, yeah, I love that. And the fact that, like, we're not shown what the...
Yeah.
We're not shown what the enchantment is in the light or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, that fucking shot of him at the end where he's like...
Yeah.
Like, screaming, and it's
that's
like...
that's where the foghorn keeps getting louder
Yeah.
and it becomes his scream. I
It's
love
just a
Robert. The
good
Batman.
Oh my god, that was good.
Fucking great.
Something's in my ass.
Oh.
Yeah. Although I saw that meme before the actual movie. You all right?
No.
Okay. Something's in my throat. Goodbye. I miss those like when you, me, and when I would like spend the night at your place.
Yeah.
Just like I feel like back then I was anxious about things that like I would happily be anxious about now in place of the things
in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
It didn't really matter.
Yeah, like school shit.
Oh
like,
my god.
I mean, or like just we would talk about every time we would say we were gonna go to bed, we'd end up talking for like fucking 3 more hours.
I still do that to some degree when I'm on my computer with Danny and all of them.
To me, that's ultimately like what it's all about. It's just like those all life is conversation to me.
Yeah.
Or maybe not all life, but like it's such a fundamental thing, and like it's obvious to say this, but like I mean it's the best way to get to know somebody. It's like if you like. I don't take any good conversation for granted because
it's actually really fucking hard to come by anymore. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, like as someone who writes all the time, you never like I literally sometimes I'll be stuck on something for fucking months.
Yeah.
And then I'll have one conversation with someone and I'm like, all of a sudden I go, I just figured it out. Even if it's not even about like it's not always even related to what I'm writing, but I'll go, oh shit, like that's it. To me, like isolation is like really dangerous. I literally end up like sometimes
it's like addicting.
I'm like fuck. I end up like I'm like I don't need to talk to anyone right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm good. And then it's been 2 months.
I was gonna
I've barely seen anybody in 2 months. Like
I had a little stint. And I've been telling Danny, like, dude, I gotta get out of this and be more social, where, like, all I'm doing is working, sleeping.
Exactly.
It's like, and then it's like, holy shit, it's the middle of April. The last time I went out and did something with my friends,
it was like...
It's like December.
Right, exactly,
like, Jesus, like, I need to, like, actually get out and do shit.
I try to remember to, like, check in. Sometimes I, like, open up the group chat and I, like,
I'll
read it and
I'll be
like,
texting something, I see your little guy pop up. And then
it's like even just like reading the group chat is enough for me. Sometimes I'm like, all right, all these guys are still out here doing their thing. Everything's right in the world.
It all boil. I've been saying it to Danny a lot, and you've heard me say it now. I mean, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I mean, we're all still doing what we're doing. It's just
it's true. Yeah, and we're all like, I say this all the time too. It's like I try to make sure I keep up with seeing you guys because you guys are my best buds. So but it's like every time we can go any length of time, and every time we come back together, it's like nothing.
I was gonna say
we're always the same. We're in a good way.
It's very easy. We're like I haven't talked to John Robb in probably half a year. Right. I could text him.
Anytime
and start up a conversation like it was nothing.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I think Hocking Hills that when we went in December. I hadn't like talked or seen you in months prior.
It's been a long time,
and we had the fucking time of my life down there.
Yeah, I've known most of you since I've known since like kindergarten.
Yeah.
Most of those other guys
first kindergarten class. Yeah.
Well, I had Mrs. Nar.
So it was first grade for us then.
Yeah, it must have been first grade,
but that was Morsack.
Yeah, Morsack. Yeah, we definitely were in first grade.
Yeah.
But I also remember fourth grade we were in the same class too. We got seated at the same table, and we got in trouble fucking constantly.
Yeah.
And eventually, I think you got moved.
Yeah.
Which tended to happen, but
I mean, like it's like, you compare first grade.
I'm gonna turn this other light on.
Yeah.
But I'm still listening.
First grade to like senior year, senior lounge, and nothing's different. We're just taller.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's the same fucking shit.
I'm not taller. I never grow.
When I first got out of my training, my job. I was in my probationary period where it was like at will employment, so I was really putting in the work to get into a union.
Right.
And I was working like 70-hour work weeks, and I was burning myself out so fucking hard, to where I seriously didn't text anybody.
I didn't do anything. My parents were even like, you need to like
do something.
take a day, like call in sick or do something. You need to like.
Yeah.
It's the middle. It's almost May.
God damn.
It's snowing.
I can't believe it. It's I've been thinking a lot about that too. Is like, can I live in Ohio? I don't know if I can continue to do it for much longer.
Yeah,
because
my whole thing is like, I either want to go up north where it's constant snow or go south where it's not. One or the other. It doesn't matter to me. I just need it to be consistent.
I can't deal with like the it's where it's like super warm and then it snows the next day. It literally it's like it affects my mood so badly.
Well, I woke up yesterday when it was cold.
Yeah.
And like I was congested. There was blood all over my face because I had a bloody nose in my sleep, and I was just in a shit mood. And I was like, "This is fucking awful." It's just a dude walking in London, going about his day, and there's nothing. That opening scene of 28 Days Later is so viscerally fucking horrifying.
Oh
yeah. It's so familiar and so unfamiliar, and that's perfect horror.
Yeah, just like it's one of those things where it's like. I don't even know what I'd do if I was in that situation.
Yeah, like Uncanny Valley shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've seen, like, TikTok short horror films where it's, like, faces of, like, parents.
Yeah,
that are
that
just...
shit's scary.
The eyes are a little bit too big, or the mouth's a little bit too wide.
All that, like, analog horror stuff
that
be doing is, like...
It fucks with the familiar, and I like that.
I love it.
There's not enough of that in media that's...
All right, man. Well, hey, thanks for coming over. This has been a... This has been a very nice...
cathartic
exchange.
To talk about this stuff. And
because, in the end, it's... friendships like this, it's all that really matters.
Is it like that?
I think.
It works for me.
Yeah, I mean...
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
I was thinking while we were in there that, I think I would like to throw that pigskin.
Oh, yeah. No, that ship has sailed.
Yeah?
So, yeah, you probably should have said yes when I asked about it.
Well, fuck you, too.
Yeah, fuck you, man. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, you know what? Have a safe drive home.
Yeah, you too.
Asshole. Didn't you just leave?
I guess that's why you keep going. It's people. That's the tangible, the immediate. That's the hope on the horizon. Tell the people you love that you love them. I mean, it's not a weird thing to do. It actually feels kind of nice.